What's going on? It is February 13th, 2023. Quick shout out to my brother, Paris. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, bro. Love you. It's February 13th, 2023, and your Super Bowl champions are the Kansas City Chiefs. That feels good. That feels good. That sounds good, okay? Quick thing. One, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. I did not see this type of game for him. I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't think he was going to have a bad game, but I didn't see this type of game. Jalen Hurts deserves all the credit. He deserves all the praise. He solidifies himself as probably a top 3 quarterback. Man, he played phenomenal, man. If it was any other team, I think Jalen Hurts would have a Super Bowl right now. I don't care if it's the Bengals or the Bills or the Ravens. If it's any other team versus any other quarterback, Jalen Hurts have a ring right now. But it wasn't any other team. It wasn't any other quarterback. That's why he does it. Next, Dallas Goedert said put some damn respect on his name. Dallas Goedert said put some damn respect on my name. And he said it. He said he's going to prove that he's just as good as Travis Kelce. I don't know if he's just as good as Travis Kelce, because we all know who Travis Kelce is. We all know what he's about. But this game proves that Dallas Goedert should be recognized as a top 5 tight end. Travis Kelce's up there. George Kittle's up there. Darren Waller, when healthy's up there. And Dallas Goedert. So Mark Andrews is up there as well. So Dallas Goedert said, put some respect on my name, and we're putting respect on his name today. What else? AJ Brown, dog. Devontae Smith, dog. Jason Kelce, you know what Jason Kelce is. Jason Kelce is that dog. With all that being said, the Eagles are not the Super Bowl champions. The Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP, and let's put the rest that. No, I don't want to hear Joe Burrows. I don't want to hear Josh Allen. I don't want to hear Lamar Jackson. I don't want to hear nobody else in the same breath as Patrick Mahomes for the rest of his career. He proved that he is the best quarterback, the best player in the National Football League last night on a bum ankle let's just run down who he played with. Okay, let's just run down who he played with, who he had to work with. Let's go with the running backs. Okay, Isaiah Pacheco, 7th round pick rookie. Okay, Jet McKinnon, a journeyman. Nobody wanted Jet, but Chiefs did. Look what he did. He has the best I'm gonna give him the offensive line. I think our offensive line is the best offensive line in the league, and you see how dominant he is with a really good offensive line. Travis Kelce, Noah Gray. Not many people know who Noah Gray is. Let's see. Let's go to receivers. Juju was his number 1 wide receiver last night. Juju Smith-Schuster. Okay, that was his deep threat. Marquez Valdes-Scantling was pretty much non-existent in the game, but he did come up big to get us to the Super Bowl. I think without Marquez in the game against the Bengals, we don't make it to the Super Bowl. Okay, Patrick probably finds a way, but he was a big help to get there. He didn't do anything really last night. So Juju was your deep threat. Okay, you had Kadarius Toney, who the Giants did not want. The Giants didn't want Kadarius. Okay. They didn't want him. He's always injured. He's a head case. No, we don't care about that. No Cole reminds you about that. No Cole, no Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Even though I think Clyde is gone. He's getting traded in the offseason because we basically don't need him. We have Pacheco. No Mecole Hardman. Justin Watson. Somebody that played with Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't want Sky Moore, rookie. Sky Moore is a rookie, got a touchdown, and so Patrick Mahomes and he doesn't have a Tyreek, he doesn't have a Sammy Watkins, he doesn't have Demarcus Robinson, those guys that clicked so well that first Super Bowl year. He doesn't have that, and he came in this year. Everybody's saying that he's not going to be able to do it with Tyreek. He's not going to be the same. He doesn't have a true number one receiver. This and that and this, all this other crap about Patrick Mahomes. Not only did he have the most yards ever combined, ever, he has the most yards in his passing career. I think he had 41 touchdowns. I think that's second in his career. He wins MVP. He beats the Bengals, who beats him 3 times in a row. He goes to the Super Bowl. He doesn't get sacked by the number one rushing attack in the NFL in the last decade, 2 decades maybe. I mean, they were third ever in sacks. The number one passing defense. And Patrick Mahomes went down by 10 at half, came out in the second half, and dominated. Okay? Dominated. Don't ever get and I feel like people, especially analysts, like wanted Patrick Mahomes to lose so bad so they can be so right about something they were so wrong about. They want Patrick Mahomes because he's not your 3-step, 5-step, 7-step read. He's not your mechanical, your technical quarterback. He's not your Joe Burrow. He's not your Tom Brady. He's not going to sit in the pocket and analyze the field. He's going to get the ball. He's going to get it out quick. He's going to move around. He's going to do some fun looking shit. And they don't like that. They don't want somebody to surpass, somebody to be that good and that far behind technically against compared to other quarterbacks. They don't want to see that, and you saw it this morning. Watching some of these sports shows saying, "Oh, Jalen Hurts had the better game," but who won the game? If Jalen Hurts had the better game, he should have won. He should have won. If Jalen Hurts had the better game, he should have won. The better quarterback won the game. It's just that simple. And and they want to say that the penalty on Bradbury, when he admitted that he held twice. He held twice before Juju got off the break. Bradbury held, and then he spent around and he held again. He held twice and he admitted it. And the fact that these guys are so fixated on wanting him not to make that call when it's a flag, and you're hearing people like Dan Orlovsky saying, "Oh, I don't want them to make that call." So you basically want them to cheat and give the Eagles a chance when that's a freaking foul. It's a foul. Like we complain about the refs, about how much they miss calls and how much they don't call and the calls that they do make are wrong. But when they make a call that's an actual call, like there was no hesitation. They threw the flag as soon as Bradbury held. As soon as he held. It wasn't no debate between the refs. They threw the flag and they called it, and that's what happened, okay? If you want to blame somebody, don't blame the refs. Blame Bradbury for holding. Blame him for holding. Stop blaming the refs every time something don't go your way. And I mean, like I said, and I said in the previous video, the refs were bad all year. The refs were bad all year. But you can't pick and choose when you want calls. Yeah, it's 35-35 under 2 minutes to go. But he held. And you want the refs not to call that? And I can't remember who said it this morning. But if the refs don't call that holding penalty, and Harrison Buckner misses a field goal and Jalen Hurts go down, how is that fair to the Chiefs? How is that fair to the Chiefs? We're having a different conversation right now, and you can't pick and choose when you want calls. You just can't. And I hate that it had to come down to the flag, but it's part of the game. If you don't want flags to be called throughout any point of the game, why have referees? Why? Why? It's part of the game. You hold, referees call a flag. That's just what it is. Stop crying about the flag when the guy who held admitted that he held and it was an actual hold. Like I don't get it. People want to discredit Patrick Mahomes so badly, and he keeps shutting y'all up. He just keeps going above and above and above and above, and he keeps looking down on all his haters who want him to lose for no reason. Patrick Mahomes has done nothing to anybody but freaking win. That's all he's been doing is winning. He has 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl wins, 2 Super Bowl MVPs in 5 years of starting. People hate greatness. People hate greatness. And I hate it for Jalen Hurts. Like I said, if it was any other quarterback, any other team, Jalen Hurts will be recognized as probably the best quarterback in the league right now. Because for some reason they don't want Patrick Mahomes to be the best quarterback in the league, and they hate that they have to. Look at these guys talk. They hate that they have to admit that Patrick, especially Dan Orlovsky, man. Especially he hates to admit that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. For some reason, I don't know why. They hate it. They hate it and they can't stand it, but they have to deal with it. They have to deal with it. The Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions, and let me shout out Andy Reid, because I've been on Andy's head for years now. My biggest thing with Andy is that he doesn't adjust in the second half. What a hell of adjustment in the second half for Andy Reid and the Chiefs and Spags and we don't give enough. We're not giving enough credit to Spags. I've been if you know me, I've been known to discredit Spags and to want Spags out. I still think the scheme could be a little bit better with the players you have, but I think we're not looking at the bigger picture on the Chiefs defense. You look at the defense. They play. Let's count the rookies they have starting on defense. George Karlaftis, okay, Leo Chanel, Trent McDuffie, Joshua Williams, Jalen Watson, Brian Cook, okay. You have Willie Gay and Nick Bolton, who I think they're respectively, this is their third and second years in the league, so they're very young. They're very young. Justin Reed, this is his first year in the system. Juan Thornhill still young, playing for a contract. You still have L'Jarius Sneed. So this is a very young football team with playing like half the like 6-7 of the 11 are rookies playing on defense in the Super Bowl, going up against AJ Brown, going up against Dallas Goedert, going up against Devontae Smith, and what like the run defense has been pretty darn good all year, but yesterday it was just phenomenal. The Chiefs has been susceptible of running quarterbacks. That's all year. That's all the time. Going like we always been bad against running quarterbacks. Who's not? Especially somebody like Jalen Hurts. So, we have to give credit to Spags, man. The game could have been turned around. If Trent McDuffie finds the ball, if we did some poor tackling last night. Watching the game, it's like we didn't. We did some hitting. We did some hitting. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't really do good tackling. We did hitting, like knocking guys on their ass. We did some hitting, but we haven't done any. It was some times where we missed tackles and we missed assignments, and we wasn't keeping contained, and we were going. We was going straight to the quarterback, and like I said, we wasn't keeping contained, and We wasn't spying. That play on Nick, the play call on Nick Bolton when he spied, that was perfect play calling, and we couldn't get off third downs, third and long, third and short, fourth and shorts. That quarterback sneak is virtually unstoppable. Um, you know, is that play is unstoppable. They were killing us. They were gashing us on there. But I mean, what can you do about that? So we have to give some credit to Steve Spagnuolo and our defense, man. Only allowing 11 points in the second half. Like I said, there's a couple of plays we could have made in the first half to kind of get the momentum more on our side. But down 10 in the Super Bowl again, and we see how special Patrick Mahomes is, and this is just and we look at this Chiefs team. We look at this Chiefs team. It's not the most talented team. It's not the most. This team doesn't scare you. This team doesn't put fear in defensive coordinators. The quarterback might, but the team doesn't. The tight end might, but the team doesn't. Now, you have these guys that's had a year under their belt, that won the Super Bowl, and they're only going to want more. Trent McDuffie is going to get better. Brian Cook is going to get better. George Karlaftis is going to be a hell of a player. Isaiah Pacheco is going to come in taking first team reps in the off season. He's going to come in as a starter. And I don't want to. It's easy to say that we're the favorites next year, but when you look at the talent around our team, there's a lot more talented teams than the Chiefs right now. Like I said, the Bills, the Bengals, the Eagles, the Ravens. I mean, I don't want to say the Ravens, but there's a lot of teams out there with more talent than the Chiefs right now. But we just have dogs. We just have dogs. Like, Isaiah Pacheco runs like a literal dog. Travis Kelce is him. Patrick Mahomes is the best player in football. Juju is a dog. Tony, dog. Sky Moore. I forgot about Sky. That's another rookie. And doing it big. And you look at this team and you say, how do this team continue to win and to come back, and you got to look at 15. You got to look at 15. And like I said, Andy, I want to apologize to Andy because like I said, I've been on him. I've been telling him to start actually coaching, and he showed me that without him, I mean, I still think because we have Pat, we win a couple of championships, but without Andy, man, jeez, I don't know. So, like, Andy, man, he proved me wrong. He turned the tide on me, man. I'm a big believer in Andy, man. I'm a big believer in Andy now, man. I love him. I hope he can continue coaching for us. But it all goes back to 15. It all goes back to Patrick Mahomes, MVP Pat, and just we have to appreciate him right now. We have to appreciate his greatness right now, because what he's doing, I mean, his will to win is just incredible. And so, and Harrison Buckner, man, missing that field goal early in the first quarter, and him coming back to kick the game-winning field goal, man, what a special moment for him. This Super Bowl, I think this Super Bowl means a lot more than the first Super Bowl, because of what we wasn't even picked to win our division this year. The Chiefs were not picked to win their division this year by most analysts. They wasn't picked to win the division, so they wasn't picked to win the Super Bowl. It was Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Bills, Bengals, sprinkle the Ravens in there, the Dolphins, the Broncos, Chargers. Some people had us fourth in our division. Oh no, Tyreek. There's no Tyreek. There's no Tyrann Matthews. It's not, the Chiefs are not going to be the same. I think they're going to be fourth in their division, at least third, at most third. The Broncos are coming with that defense and getting rust. The Chargers are there, and the Chiefs are not the same team. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a decline, and he ends the season as MVP and Super Bowl MVP. So you tell me. And so with that being said, man, congratulations to my boys, man. Big ups to the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts is a future Super Bowl champion. I think I would love to see him versus Lamar in a Super Bowl in the next couple of years. But I think Kansas City's going back next year. I think we're repeating next year. Because I think we're gonna shore up some people, and we're gonna bring in some people, and we're gonna bring in some people, and we're gonna re-sign some people, and we might have to let some people go, but that's okay. And the crazy thing is, we're bringing in our number one receiver next year, which is Justin Ross. Justin Ross, I'm telling you guys, is going to be our number one receiver next year. Justin Ross is that damn good, and I have that much belief in him. Justin Ross is going to be that guy next year. So, man, it's going to be a special off season. It's going to be a special season next year, and I think the Chiefs repeat, man. I just feel that when you have Patrick Mahomes, I feel like how Patriots fans feel when they had Tom Brady, that you think you're going to win it every year, and that's how I feel. I mean, 5 straight NFC championships, 3rd Super Bowl, got 2 wins, and he still doesn't get the credit he deserves. Everybody's talking about how Jalen Hurts. This is the crazy thing. Everybody talks about how Jalen Hurts played, and don't get me wrong, he played phenomenal. But they're talking about Jalen Hurts more than the Super Bowl MVP quarterback who won the game in Patrick Mahomes. They were talking about Joe Burrow more than Patrick Mahomes who won the game. They talk about Josh Allen when he loses to Pat more than Pat. They talking about Justin Herbert. I don't think Justin Herbert has beaten Patrick Mahomes yet, if I'm not mistaken. They talk about him, and these are all great guys, but we have to come to a realization that Patrick Mahomes is the best football player in the world. And we have to recognize that. We have to respect it. We have to give this man his flowers right now, because we gave it to Brady, we gave it to Manning, we gave it to Breeze. I don't know why it's so hard to give it to Patrick. I mean, people were anointing Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and some Jalen Hurts over Patrick when they have nothing to show for it. I mean, none of those other quarterbacks has MVPs, have Super Bowl rings, have Super Bowl MVPs. Nobody. None of them does. And it seems they want to discredit Patrick so much just to raise those guys up, and that's not right. You can't do that to Pat. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time regular season MVP. Give my man his damn respect now. Thank y'all, man, for coming and watching this video. I'm so hyped. This week, man, we're talking NBA trades. We're talking NBA. We're doing our post Super Bowl mock draft this week as well. So, man, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a good one, man. Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions, baby. Let's go.